Hi guys, Dr. Rachel Hippolyte here. So today I want to talk about self-esteem, the absolute most important building block of not only good mental health, but also the decisions that you make and how much you will achieve out of your life, okay? Generally, when we have poor self-esteem, it keeps us in fear and it keeps us stuck from really achieving what we want to achieve in our life. So it really stops us having those choices. I see poor self-esteem as a major problem in almost every single one of my clients. It keeps them stuck, it makes them procrastinate, it may give them chronic pain, it gives them anxiety, and it gives them depression. So, what is self-esteem? So basically, self-esteem is how you feel about yourself. Now, from birth, we learn who we are based on the situations around us, things that happen to us, our environment. And that's what our job of our brain is. It's to take all that information and learn from it and help us grow. Now, there's also a certain amount of research out there that suggests that some of that or self-esteem may be passed down from our parents in the form of epigenetics. So if your parents probably didn't have good self-esteem, there is evidence now to suggest that it may be passed on to you. But let's just start with birth. So everything that happens to us in life, our brains learn from them, okay? But what if the things that it's learning from are negative? What if you heard that you weren't good enough? What if your parents went through a divorce and you maybe never saw your father, or you were given up for adoption? So all of these things, your brain then sets as a program in the unconscious part of the mind to develop you into the identity that you have today. So we all have an identity. But if our identity is based on negative things that have happened to us in life, maybe abuse, bullying, like I say, abandonment, but even on and I see this a huge amount, even people that have been in really stable upbringings, that they can honestly say that really they had no abuse, that nothing was wrong, they were in a stable, loving family. And yet with a lot of these clients, they learnt that it was not good to fail, okay? And so that's a huge amount of pressure that they then put on themselves in the form of self-esteem. So when they do fail, which, let's be honest, we all fail at some point, or we all perhaps don't do as good at some things. We're not perfect at everything. And that actually would have a negative effect on their self-esteem. So it doesn't have to be really obviously negative things. And that basically is what our brains then add together to make the identity that we are. So our brains learn, because that's what they do, to make who we are as teenagers or children, teenagers, and then adults. They learn those things, but those things are based on a perception of our view of what's happened to us. So we don't even know whether that perception will be the same for different people. But based on that, your brain, your unconscious mind, is running that program for your self-esteem and your identity. But here's the thing. Okay, and this is with every client that I work with. Everything that's happened to you is in the past, it's gone. Yeah, so your brain's now running programs based on things that are no longer real. Okay, and this is where we come in, because we can change those programs to ones that will benefit you. Your brain learns. So let's reteach your brain how to find things that it will actually benefit from and give you a more positive identity of who you are. And that's how we work on self-esteem, and it is an absolute most important part when I'm working with clients, is that we improve the client's self-esteem so that they view themselves in a much more realistic way. And remember, when we talk about self-esteem, it's looking at realistic things. It's not absolutely only focusing on the things that you love and loving yourself, but it's being realistic and accepting that you're not going to be good at everything. So it's accepting and looking for the things that you're good at and accepting that you're not going to be good at everything. Okay, so that's how we become a whole person, and that's how we have good mental health. Hope that makes sense, guys. If you do like these videos, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share. And if you do want any more information in how you can improve your self-esteem, just message me below. Thanks, guys.